And rolling and action. Hey guys, it's Tim, your acting coach, and welcome to session 9 of your acting module. Now, we've looked at this new level of acting in the last few sessions, this believability, getting to this creative state by being believable, and the amount of work that's involved. So it might be a bit of a shock for some people how much work is involved. You think acting, I've got to do research and research into times and jobs and things of these characters. The more details you know of that character, the better. But there's no point doing all this work if you can't create an interesting physically, vocally and mentally a character. Now, I've got a way that I've been developing over years to be able to develop characters. Now, through your research of your character's background, you get more of an understanding of what they're like. Through the given circumstances, through what they say, how they say it, you can get an idea of what the character's like. And you can get some ideas of the character's attributes. Now, attributes are things that make up a character. And that can be, remember, we're characters. That could be me, you, that could be anyone you meet. Now, I want you to think of the words that describe you. So people might describe me as enthusiastic, loud. Try not to be about your physical. Don't say skinny, okay? Because yes, that may affect the way that someone is, but we're looking at inside first, okay? So when we create a character, it's got to be organic. Okay, I'm not saying about pesticides being put on you or anything. What we mean by organic is it's coming from something that's real. So when we create a character, it's got to come from something that's real about that character. See, the words that describe me, I didn't choose those words. Yes, I think people can change, and when you get older, these words change. Yeah, but you can't suddenly just say, I'm enthusiastic, and make yourself this enthusiastic person. That takes time. So these characters, it's got to come from something that's real. Now you look at the words that are in your book, that are in your script, and you look at how these people are reacting, and you can find a way that these characters are, these words that describe them. So the character, for example, might be enthusiastic. Okay, let's just say enthusiastic. Now, this technique is called Razar. Now, a German director that I work with, who was also a close friend, taught me this method, and I've used it and adapted it ever since. So, Razar, I want you to stand nice and neutral. Now, this is a word that's very important for me in my teaching of acting. Neutral is about being completely blank, okay? So, I want you to just link your fingers together like this, push your hands down like so, and then stretch up. Really, really stretch. Don't go on your tiptoes. Just make sure that spine is nice and neutral. Your shoulders are neutral. Head, bit of string coming out the top of your head. Nice and neutral. Now, I'll go back to this in future sessions. But neutral is really important because what we're asking you to do is become someone else. Be someone else completely. You're already someone with your own attributes and the way that your nuances and the little things that you do and the way that you walk, okay? So we want to kind of try and get rid of that, because if you think of a piece of paper. Now we've got a blank piece of paper here, and I'm going to draw you, okay? I'm going to draw a little pencil sketch of you. Okay, and I've drawn that pencil sketch of you. I want to draw your friend now, or relative. Do I try and change that picture of you into them, or do I just get a new piece of paper and start from scratch? And of course the answer is get a new piece of paper, start from scratch, okay? That's the easiest way. So that's what neutral is. We're becoming completely blank. We're trying to get all those thoughts, relax, get all the thoughts out of your mind. So we can start from this fresh piece of paper, this fresh blank person that we can add things to. But that's something that we can work on another time. So I want you to have your feet hip distance apart, bit of string coming out the top of your head. If you need to get your neutral spine, do that. And nice and straight. Now, I want you to close your eyes. And we're looking at the word enthusiastic as an example. I want you to let the word enthusiastic change your neutral, blank body all the way from head to toe, or toe to head in this case. So, I want you to close your eyes and imagine your toes are enthusiastic. It sounds bonkers, but you get what I mean when you do it. If, for example, if someone was stressed, that's a heavy word. Okay, that heavy word would make the feet feel heavy, tense. Okay, enthusiastic, there's a lightness to it. There's an energy to it. And I want you to feel that changing. So your toes, enthusiastic toes. Never thought I'd say that. And your feet, enthusiastic feet, ankles. Up to your calves, feel that surge of energy being created by that word, that character attribute word. Okay, enthusiastic knees. Feel the difference between neutral knees and enthusiastic knees. Legs, bum, stomach, up to your chest. Enthusiastic shoulders. You can feel a little bit of lightness there. You can move around, feel it. And if this feels weird to you the first time round, it's about this difficult thing that acting is making something abstract into something physical. Okay? And if you're an artist, then you'll get it. But it's a new thing to some of you. So, arms, enthusiastic arms, down to your fingers. Enthusiastic fingers are going to be very different to depressed fingers. Enthusiastic finger, enthusiastic neck, head, shoulders, eyes. Enthusiastic everything. And don't worry about looking at the screen. Walk around the room now as the word enthusiastic. You're not being enthusiastic. You're being the word enthusiastic, letting that word change you. Okay, and this is what happens in life. We are the way we are because of the things that we are. If we're enthusiastic, we're not going to walk around like this. The same with your character development. We take that from these words, we can create this organic, real character. So walk around your room as enthusiastic. Feel the difference. Now go back to neutral. Walk around completely blank and neutral. Each foot going in front of each other perfectly, completely blank. And now snap back to enthusiastic. Feel the difference between neutral and enthusiastic. Good. So what we need to make sure that we do is choose these words wisely. And you can add words on top of each other. I like to think of characterization, characters as an onion. Weird, I know. Not that they make you cry, they might do, but it's layers. Layers upon layers upon layers that makes this complex thing. And we can add these layers on. Okay? So we've chosen this word. Let's keep it simple. Let's choose one word. Let's just use enthusiastic for an example. Then think about what type of animal, animal might be enthusiastic. Now straight away, go with your gut feeling. Go with whatever comes into your head. And mine's a puppy. I think enthusiastic puppy, their tail's wagging, they're so happy to see you, they want to please you, okay? Straight away. So this is called animal instincts. Now this is a bit strange, but if you think about it, if you believe in evolution, we all come from animals. So there's something in us. I want you to think about a family member or a friend. Close your eyes. Think about them. Really picture them doing something that they usually do, and picture what animal they are, and try not to giggle. Because everyone's got an animal. They've got this animal instinct. And this could be a starting point, could be your word first, and from that word you can get an animal that you associate with that word. And then we can become that animal. So next session, we're going to do, I like to introduce a character of mine who's a mad professor, and he creates this machine that can change you into an animal, but then it can change you back again, but you become 50-50 human and animal. And I want you to see how amazing these characters, how deep these characters are just from this. So we start off with a word, then we choose our animal, and then we can create this character, and then their voice comes. Don't force the voice, that comes naturally. Organic, remember, organic. So, We're doing all this because we want to be realistic. And to be realistic, we look at the given circumstances. And because of this, we need to look at who the character is and what they're like and how they've been influenced. So next time, we're going to do a bit of the animal instincts and we're going to move along. And we're running out of sessions now. So please go back and make sure that you look at the other sessions. You work on all these skills again and again. Great. I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.